leaving Egypt and going to the promised land. Over that period, they had a tabernacle. And the tabernacle was essential. That tabernacle, the word tabernacle means tent of meeting. So they had to carry through the wilderness. Through 40 years of going through the wilderness, they had to carry the materials for the tent of meeting with them. They had to secure it properly. They didn't just drag them on the ground. They didn't just drag it on the ground. They put them up in boxes and they made sure that they cared for the tent of meeting. And every day there was a certain time of the day, or every week rather, there was a certain time of the week where they had to stop and erect the tabernacle for worship. Now imagine carrying around a church that you got to put up every week.
Amen.
Now it was a whole lot of them, but just still imagine in your sanctified imagination what it would be like to carry you going to church Sunday morning, put it down, put it down, stick in the coffin. Hours worth of work to get ready for one worship service. But from the moment Jesus died, this tabernacle or temple was made personal because of the fact that only the priest, only the high priest could go into the most intimate places in the temple, in the tabernacle rather. Now when Jesus tore the veil, he now gave open access to every believer to the most high place in God. Oh boy. Oh, see, this was God's idea. From the moment Jesus died, the curtain was torn. So now no longer just the priest had access. Every believer has access because of the great and perfect high priest, Jesus Christ. So what this means is now our access beyond the veil is not just confined to the small chamber called the Holies of Holies. You have access to tap and go beyond the veil to stand in the presence and the glory of God everywhere you go. That means you can have it in your bathroom. You can have it in your bedroom. But you can have it in the courtroom. You can have it in the classroom. That means wherever you go, you got access to the Father beyond the veil.
That's it. That's good. That's
Jesus. Now, does this mean I'm not supposed to go to church? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, let me go back. I don't want to get ahead of myself. See, let me explain what this did. Before, God ordained that they only have a priest to go in for them. I need y'all to hear me. I need y'all to hear what I'm saying. Now, a hierarchy of priesthood is no longer necessary.
That's right.
The reason why it's no longer necessary is because we have access that has been granted to every believer. See, before, the people would have to stand outside and wait while the priest went in to offer a sacrifice for their behalf. See, now the problem with the church is we waiting on somebody else that we can see to go in and get something for us that we have access to ourselves.
Come on.
See, I told you. Everybody, this message is not for everybody. Not everybody has the tenacity. Not everybody has the prayer life. Not everybody has the fasting life. Not everybody will fast and pray. Not everybody will get on their face. Not everybody will daily worship to go beyond the veil, to tap this presence of God, to tap this glory of God, to have access to. Not everybody gonna do it. Not everybody.
That's it.
They like the folk that sit in the concert that got the access to the backstage pass but won't use it. And they walk right out the door. Week after week, people flood our churches. They got access beyond the curtain, but they won't go. So they leave the door. They leave the doors, and their life busts them upside the head. They don't have any victory in their life because of the fact that they don't take advantage of what they have access to. See, we were all made kings and priests at that moment.
Thank you.
not just, there is no, let me tell you something. If any so-called priest or potentate comes to you acting all sanctimonious, as if they are on a higher level than you can tell them first off from the word of God says, I am a king and priest just like you are. And so therefore don't come to me with your sanctimonious